So let's get the awkward part out of the way first. I'm currently staring at a video editing timeline that looks like a foreign language to me. I'm starting this channel with absolutely no previous knowledge of how to make a good video. I don't have an endless bank account to throw at fancy graphics, a team of editors, or 4K cameras. I'm doing this because it's a passion project of mine and something that I want to grow and build over the foreseeable future, and hopefully grow my knowledge and your knowledge in the F1 community. I won't always be able to have the flashy content to post, but here's the thing. I'm choosing this. I'm choosing to put myself out here, completely out of my comfort zone, because something happened to me over the last year. I went from being a guy who looked at F1 and rolled his eyes to a guy who now considers the sport his second life. I'm doing this because I want to grow not only my knowledge on F1, but also grow a community for the many fans that will be learning about F1 themselves this year as F1 expands its grid and an American legend enters the field. I want to build a space where we can be real about the learning curve. I know F1 is strict. The copyright is like a fortress, and the entry bar for fans is financially and mentally massive. But I'm not here to steal footage. I'm here to share a perspective from an outside-the-box brain that finally woke up to what makes this sport the greatest show on earth. I've been a sports fan my entire life. Football, hockey, baseball, soccer. If there was a ball or a puck and a scoreboard, I was there. I thought I knew what elite looked like. I thought I understood competition. For years I looked at Formula One from the outside, and I thought, whatever. I saw guys like Lance Stroll and I just thought, nepo baby. I figured it was a sport for the 1%, for the elite rich who just wanted to play with expensive toys while the rest of us watched. I thought it was boring. Cars were driving in circles, turning left. I was so wrong. It wasn't until I actually sat down and stopped looking at the cars and started looking at the science and the humanity behind them. That's when I realized my mistake. I've been behind the wheel of a car my whole life. I thought I knew how to drive, but when you start looking at what these drivers do, they have physical G-forces that literally try to rip their heads off their shoulders, the immense pressure every time they have to slam onto a hard braking section, the way they have to manage a $100,000 steering wheel while doing 200 miles per hour. It's not just driving, it's a 200 mile an hour chess game played in a fighter jet. The list of things that continue to amaze me is endless. The more I learn, the more I realize I don't know anything, and the fascination is what drives me. I realize that F1 isn't just for the elite, it's for anyone with a brain that craves complexity. North American fans are finally catching up, and with the field expanding in 2026 on the horizon, the gate is finally swinging open for us. This is why Nunz F1 exists. I didn't see a place that spoke to me, a person who is smart enough to want the details but doesn't have a PhD in aerodynamics. I wanted a place to connect with other like-minded minds who aren't afraid to say, wait, how did they do that? Why did that just happen? Wait, hold on. How did that work? I'm attempting to do something very much out of my capabilities right now. Learning to edit, learning to tell stories, and learning the deepest pits of F1's technical regulations. It's a lot, to be honest. But the passion I have for this sport is going to drive me to create the best quality I possibly can. My goal for this community is threefold. For the new fans, I want to grow with you. I want to be the guy who explains the why without making you feel like you missed 70 years of history. We're going to learn the rules, the flags, the physics, the drivers, and the sport together. For the experienced fans, I want to help you grow your arsenal of knowledge. I want to dive into the what and the how of how the 2026 regulations, the sustainable fuels, and the active Aero in a way that keeps your passion burning. For the elite fans, even if you've been watching since the 70s, I want to give you a fresh perspective. Sometimes being an expert means you stop seeing the wonder in the basics. I'm here to offer perspective from an outside-the-box brain that sees the sport as the most exciting thing in the world. We are standing on the edge of the biggest change in F1 history. 2026 isn't just another season, it's a total reset. We're talking about 1,000 horsepower split between 50-50 gas and electric. We're talking about cars that change shape on the straightaways. As a North American fan, I feel we are finally arriving at the table at the perfect time. The field is expanding, new manufacturers are coming in, the elite wall is crumbling, and the sport is becoming more accessible. But with that accessibility comes a massive amount of information, and that's where I want to come in. I'm going to be documenting my own growth over this upcoming season. I'm going to be asking the questions you're thinking about but maybe don't want to ask. I'm going to be the bridge between I think that car is fast and I know exactly why that car just overtook on the inside. I won't have the flashy copyrighted footage, but I will have the truth. I'll have original analysis, 3D animations and simulations, and a community that cares more about the sport than the spectacle. This is about the passion of the drive. So if you're still here, thank you. You're the reason I'm doing this. You're the like-minded I've been looking for. I'm not a pro at any of this. I'm not an F1 engineer. I'm just a guy whose life was changed by the sport he used to think was for nepo babies and for the elite. I was wrong then, and I'm ready to be right now. This is going to be a journey of learning, failing, and growing. If you want to join the community that values a fresh perspective, hit the subscribe button. I'm Nunz F1, and I'll see you all on the next lap.